And it'll be Team USA versus WNBA All-Stars.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong, the WNBA All-Stars have multiple uniforms that they get to change into.
And I love that. It's going to be so much fun. The fans love the All-Star uniforms as well. They're clamoring for more of them that I've seen on socials. But it's going to be a vibe in the Valley coming up on the 20th of July.
Hines Allen, foul line jumper, gets that as that's a good out of timeout play.
Absolutely needed that one.
82-73, under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Vegas with the lead.
Let's see if Washington tries to blitz and rotate. Try to get a quick turnover as the clock is winding down here on the regulation.
Plum with the rip back and the jumper.
She's just so flat out tough. And she just goes for the kill every time. And they have so many players on the roster who can do that.
Atkins gets behind the defense, find it. Plum working off Clark. The lob to her, disrupted by Walker Kimbrough, controlled by Dolson.
Good job defensively. Let's see if Washington can pay it off on this side. Cross match now with Wilson and Atkins.
Hines Allen jumper. Back-to-back jumpers, and Becky Hammond wants a timeout as the Mystics have cut this deficit now down to 7.
We're coming into this game, Megan, 8 of the last 9 wins for the Aces have been by double figures. So right now, Washington is giving them all they can handle. Still just 1 minute left, but Washington knocking in their last couple of possessions and Las Vegas missing their last 2 possessions. That gives you, a little crack in the door. And if you kick that thing open, you can give yourselves a chance, but it's got to get done on the defensive end. It's got to get done on the glass. And obviously you need to come down and execute quickly in your first 2 actions. Not more than that. You don't want to take more time on the offensive end. But you got to strike quickly.
Sorry, Christy. You go back to that June 29th matchup, the first of 3. It was an 11-point win for Las Vegas here in D.C. But that game, much like this one, it was back and forth throughout the 3 quarters. And it was probably around that 5-6 minute mark of the third quarter where Vegas really started to take control. They went on a bit of a run and kind of held off, and Washington just couldn't hit that punch to get back into it and get it to single digits. They've got it within single digits here.
Right.
60 seconds to go. What more do you have left in the tank, and what is Vegas going to respond with?
Right, and what is Washington going to respond with defensively? Right? Are they going to show them something new? You don't want to reinvent the wheel at this juncture, but you don't want Vegas to be comfortable either. So do you throw a little wrinkle at them? Different kind of coverage or a blitz and rotate and try to get the basketball out of their hands quickly so they don't salt the clock away.
Gray with it. Action on the weak side.
They're trying to get that fade screen on Melbourne.
Count the bucket. And the foul for Kelsey Plum as they get it on Melbourne.
And Las Vegas Aces did a good job of running kind of an Iverson action there where 2 players are set on the elbows and then set a little fade screen on that weak side foul line extended area for Plum to get downhill and get into the body of Jade Melbourne for the finish.
And Plum, throughout her career, even going back to college, but especially I would say in the last 3 years of her WNBA career, she has finessed and made that get into the body, but not make it obvious to her advantage.
Well, I mean, she's one of the top 3 scorers in NCAA college women's basketball history, right? I mean, she was a scoring machine at Washington, the dog pound. Now she's bringing players behind her and the tutelage of the mentality that it takes to play tough. But yes, she has continued to evolve as a pro.
Atkins, jumper on the baseline, doesn't go. Eric Tebow utilizing his reset timeout. Here's Young. Now Wilson, 15 on the shot clock for Vegas. Under 30 to go on the game clock. And Atkins will foul Clark. And Clark will head to the free throw line.
talking about evolution, and Alicia Clark, when she was at Middle Tennessee, she led the country in scoring with 28 a game and had to really recreate herself as a pro. And she remembers her rookie year in the WNBA and how Delisha Milton-Jones showed her the ropes as an opponent and how physical this level of play is and what she needed to do. But when she was in Seattle, she was a defensive juggernaut for them, right? You're talking about a player who wanted to get buckets, right? Not get buckets only, but get buckets. 28 a game, 27 and a half a game. But she has reveled as a pro. Just turned 37 years old last week and is loving every minute of hooping in the W.
Eric Thibault empties his bench of Brown, Turner, Melvin, and Angsler as the Mystics will dribble this one out. And this afternoon, it was a fantastic ball game between both of these teams. A back and forth affair, but it was that third quarter where it was late and Vegas really turned things up a notch that they have the ability to do.
Yeah, just got away from Washington there in the third, and the depth became an issue as well. And now with the Las Vegas Aces just inbounding the ball here for formality's sake to tie a bow on this one. Came in here on the road after Washington put up 31 points there in that first quarter, came out of the gate smoking hot, 6 of 7 from 3. But in that second quarter, give Las Vegas credit. They put on the defensive stoppers, only allowed 4 threes to be attempted. Washington made 1 of those. But that kind of turned the water off for Washington in terms of their rhythm and flow and fluidity of action on the offensive side.
The Aces get the 89-77 win here and will improve to 16 and